Right, muckers, a truck that's nearly 70 years old. It's been sat in a scrapyard for nearly 40 years. The big question is, will it start? Roll the titles. Right then, muckers, very simply, will it start? And why do we need it to start? Because you've sold this.
And it's going on a low loader next week.
Yeah, so, which you could drag on or push it on, that's fair enough, but the other end, they've got no room to manoeuvre. It's literally got to come off the lorry and then be turned and manoeuvred into a shed. So it has to run, it has to drive. Now, already I've come across two problems. Currently, it doesn't run, let alone start. Secondly, it doesn't drive. Now, there's several reasons for that. First off, there's no prop or rear diff in this one currently, is there? Nothing. But we've got drive to the front.
Yep.
And it will be going with another axle
yep.
So they can complete it. More to the point, though, it's actually jammed in second. Okay. So it's jammed in second gear, so we've got to get it started, running, unjam second gear, so we can then get it moving.
Don't forget, when I pulled this out the scrapyard last year, I had to disconnect all the prop shafts that were left on it so that we could actually move it. So we've got to put all the prop shafts back on, from the gearbox to the engine, and the front prop shaft is
back on.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not very straightforward, but this is genuinely not one of these, you know, well, will it start? Let's just see if it goes, just out of interest. No, this has got to go. This has got to start. And it was in a use with as a wrecker with a bus company up in Yorkshire.
Yeah.
And there was two others as well that have got real nice coach-built bodies on, and they've all been preserved, haven't they? Really nicely.
And the good news about this one is it's going to a good home, and it's going to be restored exactly how it was in those pictures that we see on the internet.
Fantastic. That is fantastic. So, with a little bit of effort for us, it's well worth it for the end result.
Definitely.
But there we are. So,
not going to be an easy one, is it?
it's not. But as I think you know, those of you who've been following us with the AEC Matador thing, if they're a good engine, they will go regardless. Even when they're a really bad engine, we've proven they will go to a degree.
Yeah.
But anyway, so there we are, Marcus. We'll crack on then.
Yeah.
Right, I have to get to the engine, which is over there somewhere. Fucking hell. The thing is, you can't just dump this stuff because there are things like that which you need for the restoration, you know, and that's
door hinges,
look, door hinges, look, you know, honestly, this is where you've got to be so bloody careful because that's scrap, yeah, I know, and they'll replace that bit of timber, but they're going to need that fitting there. So we've got to basically take all the shit out, but you say shit, a lot of it we're going to need, so we're going to have to just place that. That can all go in the back once we've done that, can't it? Alright, carry on, get the rest of this.
You found anything good in there? Oh, nice. Looks like your mum knitted that.
Yeah, I know. Look nice on you. Definitely can't.
Wait, this is sold.
Forgot, yeah. Let him have that.
Yeah, that'll go again.
I'll go again.
Bit of filler. What else is in there? That bit of rope might come in handy. Hang yourself.
No, I think it will. Face cloth. Fucking dirty stuff. Fine. No, I think that's enough in there. So we can get enough to get there.
Can you actually see the engine?
Yeah, you can see the engine in there now. So we'll now do the other side.
Yeah.
So shite. Right, get the other side, then we get the engine up and get to all the good stuff.
Where's that then?
Not here. 37. Right, this is the driver's side. This is where she's stuck in second, obviously. I ain't gone anywhere. But yeah, there we are. The throttle's free. Yeah, throttle's free.
You tried the clutch?
Clutch is free. Hopefully, that is actually free
so we can at least wind her over.
Yeah.
Without it, but mind you, it's not going to make a difference. All it's going to do is turn the transmission because it's not connected at the minute. So,
No.
Right.
And your foot will hurt for a while.
Just a little while. Should we get this up and let's have a look what's under here?
See if there's still actually an engine in
See if
there.
there's an engine in there.
Hold on.
Watch the whole side of the cab go out now. You got the hinges right?
Yeah.
Is there anything in there?
There is, yeah. There you go.
Oh yeah, look. That's alright.
Now the first question is it going to be seized up?
Well, I think what we need to do first off is see if...
Take the undergrowth out?
Take all the undergrowth out.
Yep. We've got the cobwebs.
All the cobwebs.
You got that?
Yeah, I got it from it, gone.
Oh, they put the seat in so you can't get the engine side panel
That's
out.
ideal.
Oh no, here we go.
Let's put it straight. Look at that. Da-da-da. That's good. Right. What we need to do
Oh,
is...
it's still got under here, joking aside,
Oh, yeah.
the
Look,
RAF, RAF number.
Bloody hell.
Wow.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
They're the sort of things, you know, you've got to come across those, they'd make it all worth it.
Yeah. Do you know we might even be able to find out a bit of history from
From that number.
that number?
But, right, oh, it's got the plates on as well. That's good.
And do you know what? Round here,
Yeah.
it's all there.
Good.
The even the dynamo's still on it. Sure.
Right, should we try and see if we can get this to turn over first by hand? See if it isn't seized. I don't think, even if it is, it'll only be a standing, you know, frozen.
Yeah. You don't think we just connect the batteries up and press the button and...
Well, everybody else does.
Yeah.
Just wind it over.
Yeah.
No. Let's just see if it's unseized first. If you've got, so it'll turn over. Then what we'll do is, if it does,
Yeah.
let's then take these rocker covers off. We'll put some oil in the top.
Yep.
All in there. Then we'll put some batteries on, and then we'll see. If
I
we
have actually got a proper starting handle, so we could put the starting handle in and try and turn the engine over with the starting handle.
Right. Have we got the room at the front to do that?
We'll have a look.
Okay.
Just punch the windscreen out.
Are you? That ain't gonna happen, mate.
It's like
That ain't gonna happen. Very good. That is brilliant, but that ain't gonna happen. So just get underneath it. Come on. I'm getting your little hole down there. You can get underneath it.
So I've got a little inspection window down here
Yeah.
where I can see the flywheel.
Yeah.
And of course his teeth on the flywheel.
Yeah. Well, you do your little bit down there, and we'll have a look up here, because if you can see that there's the fan. Look.
You ready?
Yeah.
You actually looking at the fan?
Yeah. Look at the fan, mate. Go on.
Yeah. No, she's turning nice.
Oh, it is. He's turning.
No, she's not seized.
That's going over quite easy, mate. That's good. All right. Lovely job.
Do you want me to do a full revolution of the engine?
Yeah.
I don't see any tight spots.
Yeah. Do that.
Get forward now.
Well, you've gone around this one now is a full revolution. So.
All the compression.
Yeah. That's good. Right.
Right, can I stop now?
Yeah. Just fill her full of ether. Put 2 batteries on. We'll go for it.
And run.
And run. No. I think she'll be all right, mate. I mean, old girl looks well, you know, in there. Are you up in there?
Yeah.
So you try to get on top of the gearbox. What is it you're actually trying to get?
Right, so I think what it is the selector forks are seized.
Selector.
And you can actually get to them by taking the oil filler plug off.
Right.
Now this would be a really easy job if we just lifted up the hatch above the gearbox.
However,
in the floor.
There is, I think you can see up there, through there. Let me just show this. There we go. There is a bench up there that they've put, obviously a part of a mobile workshop, which has put another floor above the hatch. So we can't.
And I don't really want to be taking the gearbox out this afternoon, so
No.
we're going to try and get it from...
Well, let's have a look
Yeah.
at another gearbox and see exactly what we're trying to get to. Right, so there's a gearbox out of the vehicle. So the problem we've got on that Matador is it's stuck in second.
Yep.
And so the gear lever goes onto that there, doesn't
Onto
it?
this
On this
shaft.
shaft there.
Basically, you've got a long rod that
That's
comes
it.
along here,
Yep.
which is attached to the gear stick,
Yep.
and it just pulls on
And
this
twists on it, pulls and
forwards. And, and
Yeah.
the same as this one, it sees solid,
yeah.
which they do.
Right. So that plug comes out. Can you see the? Yep.
The sliders.
Yep. Yep.
They should all be moving.
Yeah. So that in there, you say, should be making these move and twist and but they're not. So what we've got to do over the road is basically get as much lubrication as we can in there first.
Yep.
And then we've got to try and get pressure on there. We're going to either do that with a hammer or a big lever.
I reckon a big lever would do it.
Big lever will do it, won't it? Get some pressure on it. I'd put some pressure on on the gear stick itself and move that. Between the two, hopefully, that'll then free these up. Just looking on it, just a bit of a history to it. Look, West Yorkshire Passenger Transport Executive, Metro House, what's it say? West Parade, Wakefield. So that's what I say, that's the old Metro thing. And yeah, it's Wakefield.
On again. I'm not hitting the gearbox with a hammer.
Not at all.
It just sounds like it. It's
Just sounds a bit like it.
special effects that they've dubbed in.
Yeah, oil bar on there.
Yeah, hold on, I'm just going to put a bit more oil on it.
Yeah. Go on.
Right, I've got the pry bar.
Go on.
The pry bar's not on the selector forks, it's on the actual gear stick linkage.
I know. Go on then. Go.
Give it a go. Yeah, it's moving.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. We're going right in. That's good, Matt.
You're in neutral now.
I got into first.
Wow.
It's fine.
Hold on, just let me put a bit more oil on it, mate.
Go on in. I was in first now.
Brilliant.
Bloody hell.
Needing that?
Let me just.
Oh, nice.
Here you go. Let's see if your lube has worked wonders. So we've got
Go on.
first, second, third,
Yep.
fourth.
Yeah, have you tried fifth yet?
Yeah. Let's try reverse. So they're actually all listed on there. Job's a good one.
Well done.
Right. Oh. He's alright, mate.
Really?
Yep. First bank's alright. I'll just oil them up. And if you can get me.
Oh, she is.
Yeah, if you can get me the little pry bar.
Yeah.
Let me just check everything's free, good and dandy. Yeah. Yeah. Right, that's both them lubed up and done. Really want to be getting rid of all this vegetation though before we do much more. Right, so we've got the seat, everything out of it now. So we can get
Argument with the seat.
had a little argument with the seat and a grinder. Now, you on the back there are. Explain what you're doing there.
So this is the feed into the diesel feed into the fuel pump.
Right.
Now, as we've got no idea what the state of the diesel is like in this,
Yep.
pipes, they could be broken, they could be full
Yeah.
of crap. So what we'll do, we'll feed some nice clean diesel straight into the fuel pump. And the other advantage of that is if it gets all excited and runs away with itself
We just disconnect it very quickly.
very quickly.
And you can see just up there, there's a adapted piece of pipe, which we can then put that fitting on the back there. And on that one, we can then put a very small fuel tank, which is what we ran 37 on.
Yep.
And to give her a fuel supply.
Interesting. The other thing is with that gravity fed system, we haven't got to worry about lift pumps,
No.
fuel pumps,
No.
all the pumps, any pumps.
Right, so the side's off the pump. So we want to see if everything's all right. It looks all right, doesn't it?
Yeah, put a bit of lube on it first,
Okay.
on the rack. And then we'll operate the throttle mechanism.
Yep.
Always nice with an empty can.
Right, can you find that foot pedal?
I've just uncovered it.
Okay, let's have a little look. So what you want to do, just rock it, mate. Just
Oh, I could just
Right.
put my foot on the pedal. Oh, look, the throttle spring has now fallen to bits.
right. So throttle down,
Yeah, down.
all the way down to be revving it up. Let it go to neutral, as such, where it's just sitting idle. Now pull her up to stop it. Yeah, it does, mate.
Alright, we just need to get a throttle spring.
Okay. Yeah, empty. Right, we've got water in here now. Close the tap off at the bottom, so it's been drained down. But anyway, so we've got some water in there, which just for the purpose of getting it running are sufficient. Right, in order to get this thing to fire up, we need to get those leads off there, off the back of the starter motor, and then we can wire it direct. So we cut out all the switch gear, because looking up in the cab, that looks to be a potential fire hazard. There we are. They're off, and we can connect direct to that now. Right, so that's battery leads put on there, the remote ones. So we took obviously the original ones off, put another pair on so we can get them out the side of the vehicle, then connected with the solenoid wire to the remote starter. So we put a pair of batteries on. How are you getting on in there, mate? You just put yeah, check the oil in the pump. That's all done.
We've got diesel coming out there.
Diesel comes up the front there, that's good.
As I said, what I can do very quickly is just rip this fuel pipe off if anything goes.
Pull out and starver off.
Yeah, that's the quickest way to shut one down.
Yeah, okay. So, we've got fuel. We have got potential now for power.
Water.
We've got water, which is always good.
Which for the oil can?
It's over there, mate, yeah.
We'll just put a bit of oil in the pump.
Yeah, okay. So that lubes the pump up.
All the lube.
All the lube. Yeah, put a pair of batteries on and then who knows? It'll either be an engine turning over, second option is an engine starting, third option is a big bang.
Or the fourth option is just nothing.
Nothing at all, just click, 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 click.
Not even a click.
Not even a click, yeah. But I'm hoping for options 1 and 2. Engine turns over and then fires up. But as I said, this hasn't been run since the 1980s.
No, no, not at
So
all.
we're talking mid 80s, early 80s.
Early 80s. Yeah.
Early 80s.
Yeah.
So we're approaching 40 years. But this was basically, you saw the stories that was from the bus company to a yard, and that's where it stayed.
One thing we haven't done yet.
What's that, mate?
We haven't washed it.
Oh no, we've got to wash it, haven't we, really? Otherwise it won't start. Well, anyway, we've just got to get another lead. So there, bolt. You got your bolt there? You've got a bolt. Normally we just bang them on with a hammer. However, these, they take a big draw, and they do tend to make things spark. And we've had that happen before, haven't we?
Like Guy Fawkes night,
Yeah.
isn't it?
But the reason we've bypassed everything is because we don't actually think this is, you know, has passed its PAT test and whatever, and yeah, it's so we've bypassed all this stuff, and we've just gone direct with a little starter switch and all that good stuff. Yeah. But as I said, they do tend to fly fire.
Yeah, and they're not our batteries.
No, no.
We just pinched them. Let me go around this side. It's just that I've got less far to run.
I know. Right, this is the starter button we got. It's this cobbled up effort, but
What are you saying?
nothing. Just voted you man of the year. What's going to happen now? Are you having bets on this?
I'm going for absolutely
Right.
nothing.
All right with that?
Yeah. Hold on, do it again. Yeah, that moves.
What?
Nothing.
Ready?
Yeah. Live with a dream. Well, I wasn't expecting that.
No. Okay. So, with that in mind, I'm going to give her a bit of throttle.
Yeah.
All the throttle. Right, just
I
done
think
it.
it is either one or the other.
Yeah, it's be one or the other. We know we can turn her off on that now.
Yeah.
So that works. We'll give it another go.
Yeah.
Ready? Okay.
Lead her off again.
Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Switch is off.
A bit of vegetation.
Bit of vegetation in the fan.
Not. Now gone.
Hang on. Better just get a bit of oil around her. Don't rev it right up yet. Send it.
Not even any smoke.
Starting to pick up a bit. I've got some oil pressure.
Do the ejector nut.
Alright. A little bit better. All the diesel, all the smoke. I can smell all that. You let me... Fucking was that?
You were the one that stalled it.
Oh yeah, forgot.
Not too bad, is it?
No.
I think our gravity-fed diesel system could be a little bit better.
Yeah.
Well, it went better than expected.
It did actually. Sounds nice.
Doesn't it?
And did you know what? She runs smooth and no knocks or rumbles or nothing like that.
And you reckon you had 40 psi on tick over?
I had, and she's dropped to 0 now. It's off. So yeah, I had a good.
Works.
Yeah, I had a good 40 psi.
Yeah, that tank wants to go high.
So does that. You don't want any loop bottom. You want drop loops, is what I'm saying. Because then having to pull it, feed the stuff there. Oh yeah, put it on the fucking roof because that's not going to fall off there, is it? And straight on your fucking head. Put it on the back.
That's why I'm trying to reach up.
Hurry up to it.
You might sit in there.
No, I am.
A bit worried about pulling on.
No, I wouldn't pull on too much. What are you fucking doing?
Don't want to talk about that.
No. Oh yeah, skylight. Right. So, that's up there. Are you coming down this week? Right. Can you put that pipe up a bit higher as well? So that's it. So it's feeding like that somewhere. Okay.
Hello.
Want to go for another start?
Yeah, just let me bleed off. Okay.
Hurry up. Right, let's see here. Go for another start now. That is just absolutely fantastic. Straight like that, just half a turn and all like that. Pretty good.
We've had worse days.
We've had worse days, definitely. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. Runs like a dream. Yeah, wants a bit of adjustment on there, because I put it right up. But that is fantastic. I think that's a success.
Give ourselves a little pat on the
I
back.
think so, yeah. I think there should be a ice cream waiting when we get home. So, there we are, Muckers. That is another one we've got to run. I'm pleased with this one though, because it actually runs really, really well.
Yeah.
But then really what we're getting on with 37, that is the one. And we know 37 runs. But I am surprised and pleased how well this old girl runs.
Well, especially after 40 years.
Isn't it? It's 40 years. Sat around for 40 years doing nothing. Just did the normal checks, as I said. That's what you always do to make sure you're not going to damage anything. And that's the result. What a fantastic truck this is. Really, really pleased with how that how it's turned out today. One of my favourite, I think, will it starts, all in all. Now, we can get stuck into this old girl. And that, I am looking forward to. So, there we go. An absolute gem of a truck. And probably my favourite will it start so far. Just because, you know, well, the end result, so much better than we thought. Yeah, we thought we could probably get it running. But then to find out it's such a nice engine, that was a real bonus. Now, last week's question time, Muckers, was what is the identity and make of the tractor that's currently residing in the workshop? I'll give you the answer to that in the next video. But this week's question time, don't forget to put your answers in the old squid pit below in the comment section. And you know we've got loads of stuff coming up. You know we've got tractors, trucks, pickup trucks, combines, aircraft, all sorts. But I've got a little bit of a window in which to film something which you can choose. And it's going to be a tractor. Okay, that's fair enough. We know that. That's all right. But, Muckers, and this is the question for this week, right? Answers in the old squid pit below. Do you want to see a vintage tractor, a classic tractor, or a modern tractor? What do you want to see? Put your answers in the old squid pit below. We'll see which one comes out on top. And as the opportunity comes up, I'll go and film something, either vintage, classic, or modern.
Now, to everybody who's been asking me, you know, how can we win a day out with me and George Saunders to play around with George's TW and his fast track and my 8100 and 3350? Very simple, like I've told you. All you got to do is, you know, keep watching George's videos, keep watching my videos. The ones that have, you know, in the last 2 or 3 weeks just gone, same with George's, and the ones in the next 2 or 3 weeks ahead, same with George's, because the answers are all going to be in there. And all I'm going to do is, you know, just do a very short video then, asking 3 questions. All the answers, if you've been watching these, you'll know the answers already. Put them down, you go in the draw. And then about 4 of you will be able to bring a friend or a family member along as well, you know, and you'll be able to join us for the day, come and have breakfast and everything. Then we could go out and we're just going to play out with the tractors and, you know, put them through a bit of work, just messing about with them and whatever. Bit of grub as well during the day, just have a good time. But like I said, we have to limit the numbers, so make sure you pay attention, you'll be in with a chance of winning. So, muckers. Oh, what's at that time again? Yes? Well, it looks like it's the end of the show again, muggers. What are you doing? Your tongue. Anyway, muggers, until the next one, do well.